The Airbus Group is a European multinational aerospace and defence corporation registered in the Netherlands and headquartered in Toulouse, France. The group consists of the three business divisions Airbus, Airbus Defence and Space, and Airbus Helicopters. The company was originally formed as the European Aeronautic Defence and Space Company on July 10, 2000 by the merger of Aérospatiale-Matra, DaimlerChrysler Aerospace AG, and Construcciones Aeronáuticas SA. In January 2014, EADS was reorganized as Airbus Group, combining the divisions for development and marketing of civil and military aircraft, as well as communications systems, missiles, space rockets, helicopters, satellites, and related systems. History. On July 31, 2013, it was reported that EADS was to be renamed in 2014 to Airbus Group, adopting the name of its commercial aircraft building subsidiary, which had become its most important revenue generator. In January 2014, EADS was reorganized as Airbus Group, with three divisions. Organization. Airbus, the civil airliner manufacturer. Airbus is the biggest division in terms of sales and employees. The product portfolio encompasses short-range aircraft such as the A320 family and the world's largest passenger airliner, the A380. Airbus Defence and Space. The division Airbus Defence and Space was formed in January 2014 as part of the group restructuring from the former EADS divisions Airbus Military, Astrium, and CASA. Airbus Helicopters. Airbus Helicopters, formerly known as Eurocopter, is a worldwide leader in helicopter manufacturing and support. Other units and holdings: Airbus Group Incorporated. The U.S. holding company for the North American activities of Airbus Group, Dassault Aviation, a Euro manufacturer of Dassault Rafale. Eurofighter GmbH, a Euro manufacturer of Eurofighter Typhoon. MBDAA, a Euro develops and manufactures missiles. Arianespace, Patria Finnish defense company. ATRA, a Euro regional aircraft manufacturer. DAHER Socata general aviation aircraft manufacturer. Sogama, EADS EFW, EADS Innovation Works, Dornier Consulting, Premium Aeronautics. In September 2014, Airbus considered divesting Dassault and several other units to focus on aerospace. Corporate governance. Airbus Group management as of January 2014, Chief Executive Officer, Thomas Enders, Executive Committee. The Executive Committee is appointed by the Board of Directors, itself appointed by Daimler AG and Sogade. Both appoint 4 directors plus 1 independent director. As of July 2003, SEPA no longer nominates a board member, but a Spanish director is retained as the 11th member. The board also appoints the company's chairman, 1 from the Daimler-nominated directors and from the Sogade-nominated directors. In late 2004, Noël Fourguière was nominated by Lagardère as the next French CEO of EADS. Fourguière had suggested that this system should be abolished in favor of a single CEO, in a move that DaimlerChrysler saw as an attempt to engineer a French-dominated management team. Following protracted arguments, which caused embarrassment to EADS at the Paris Air Show, the appointment was confirmed by the EADS Board of Directors on June 25, 2005. At the same meeting, the board, in consultation with partner BAE Systems, named Gustave Humbert as president and CEO of Airbus. Financial information. As of June 30, 2013, 72.37% of Airbus Group stock is publicly traded on 6 European stock exchanges, while the remaining 26.77% is owned by a contractual partnership. The latter is owned by Sogepa, GZBV, and SEPI. Sogepa is owned by the French state and Lagardère, while SEPI is a Spanish state holding company. France also owns 0.06% of publicly traded stock. In October 2005, the British Ministry of Defence warned European politicians to stop, as it sees it, interfering in the corporate governance of EADS. The former UK Defence Procurement Minister Lord Drayson hinted that the UK government, a major customer for EADS, may withhold future contracts. As a key customer, we see it as important for EADS to move in a direction that is free from political interference. On April 4, 2006, DaimlerChrysler announced its intention to reduce its shareholding from 30% to 22.5%. The company placed a value of the stake at approximately $2.0 billion. Lagardère Re will reduce its holding by an identical amount. However, Caisse des Droits Copyright par TSA Consignations, a unit of the French government, acquired 2.25% of EADS. As a result, the German and French shareholdings are now in imbalance, which was a concern. On August 30, 2006, shortly after the stock price decline caused by the A380 delivery delays, more than 5% of EADS stock has been reportedly purchased by the Russian state-owned Vneshtorg Bank. Now its share is nearly 6%. In December 2007, Vneshtorg Bank sold EADS shares to another state-controlled bank, Vnesheconombank. EADS shares are to be delivered by Vnesheconombank to the charter capital of JSC United Aircraft Corporation in 2008. On October 3, 2006, shortly after EADS admitted further delays in the Airbus 380 program would cost the company €4.8 billion in lost earnings in 2010, EADS shares, traded on the Paris arm of Euronext, were suspended after they surpassed the €10% loss limit. Trading resumed later in the day with a one-day loss holding at €7%. In 2007, Dubai Holding acquired 3.12% of EADS stock, making the Dubai Buyout Fund one of the largest institutional shareholders. In 2008, EADS had arms sales equivalent of $17.9 billion, which constituted 28% of total revenue. Criticisms: cluster bomb allegation. In 2005, the Norwegian government pension fund recommended the exclusion of several companies producing cluster bombs or components. EADS and its sister company EADS Finance BV were among them, arguing that EADS manufactures key components for cluster bombs. The criticism was centered around TDA, a joint venture between EADS and DASA SA. TDA produced the mortar ammunition pra cargo, which can be considered cluster ammunition. However, this definition has since been successfully battled by EADS. EADS and its subsidiaries are now regarded as fulfilling all the conditions of the Ottawa Treaty. According to the new point of view, no product of EADS or its subsidiaries falls into the category of anti-personnel mines as defined by the Ottawa Treaty. In April 2006, the fund declared that the basis for excluding EADS from investments related to production of cluster munitions is no longer valid. However, its shareholding of MBDA means the fund still excludes EADS due to its indirect involvement in nuclear weapons production. Bribery, Saudi Arabia. In August 2012, the UK Serious Fraud Office opened a criminal investigation into an EADS subsidiary, GPT Special Project Management Limited, in connection with bribery allegations made by the subsidiary's former program director, Ian Foxley. Foxley alleged that luxury cars were bought for senior Saudis, and that millions of pounds sterling was paid to mysterious Cayman Islands companies, and that this may have been done to secure a £2 billion contract to renew the Saudi Arabian National Guard's military telecommunications network. Foxley's allegations were backed up by two other GPT employees. South Africa. In 2003, Tony Yengeni, former chief whip of South Africa's African National Congress, was convicted of fraud relating to an arms deal with South Africa, in which EADS were major players, worth around $5 billion. BBC reported that EADS had admitted that it had rendered assistance to some 30 senior officials to obtain luxury vehicles, including Defence Force Chief General Safai Nyanda. In March 2003, the South African state completely withdrew the charges of bribery against the former head of EADS South Africa. In September 2004, the Munich prosecutor's office issued a formal order on dismissal regarding the bribery charges against him due to his innocence in relation to the said car sales. Insider trading investigation. On June 2, 2006, co-CEO Noel Forgeard and Airbus CEO Gustav Humbert resigned following the controversy caused by the June 2006 announcement that deliveries of the A380 would be delayed by a further 6 months. Fourgeard was one of a number of executives who exercised stock options in November 2005 and March 2006. He and 21 other executives are under investigation as to whether they knew about the delays in the Airbus A380 project, which caused a 26% fall in EADS shares when publicized. The French government's actions are also under investigation. The state-owned bank Caisse des Droits Copyright Pots et Consignations bought part of Lagardère's 7.5% stake in EADS in April 2006, allowing that latter to partially escape the June 2006 losses. In June 2008, law firm Corlin Stroyer Geller Rudman & Robbins announced that a class action suit has been commenced on behalf of an institutional investor in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York on behalf of U.S. citizens who purchased the publicly traded stock of EADS. See also: European Union Defence Procurement, Notes. External links, official website, Yahoo! A European Aeronautic Defence and Space Company EADS NV Company Profile